we're gonna draw a plane through the method of angle normal to plane. So rotation axis, we create a new line by right click and using point direction. Point, we're gonna take end point of this line. Direction, we use Y component, make the infinite line. Okay. Click OK. Come back to this definition, plane definition. So reference will be this horizontal plane. Angle, right click. I've already created parameters, which you should just add on. Make some new parameters. I'm using the angle pitch roof. Click OK. Done. All right. So that's pretty much all the initial input. That's a line and this plane. Right, actually, this one should be, you can drag it input. Okay, that's plane 5. Don't forget to save your file. Okay, now we're going to draw a sketch for this primary crossing beam, this big triangle. Okay, so come back to our file. First of all, make sure we in the sketch folder. Oh, what's going on here? Right, I need to delete this one just for now. Okay, so right click and now create a sketch. Click that, pick this plane. See? And original point will be projection point. Take that point. Click OK. Alright, and if you click this normal view, it will swap, rotate the view. Also make sure that it's normal. So we're gonna draw a, using this profile method, draw a triangle. For some reason I drag it, that's why it become an arc. Oh, I really hate my mouse. So this one, we draw it. Alright, now we're gonna make a construction line. A vertical construction line. If you pick this line and click construction, okay, now I have a better mouse. So this line, if we take this bottom point, hold control down, pick this line, and then using definition, constrain, take the midpoint. Now we're going to constrain this point to this line, right click, coincident. Okay, and so this line will be constrained to the horizontal plane, right click, coincident, and this line will be constrained to the vertical plane, right click, coincident. Nice magic. Okay, and next one we're gonna do is we will constrain this line to this plane using coincident. Okay, and now we're gonna do is we're gonna using this chamfer to get this vertical. Click yes, and that's because I didn't deactivate this construction mode. So I have to switch it back to real geometry and then automatically apply this angle constraint. Just delete that. I will make that coincident to this plane, right click, coincident. Alright, I have to delete this dimension. Now it's fine, and we will then make this line mirror to this plane. Wait a minute. I'll delete this one. Doing chamfer first. This line and this line. Click yes. Delete this angle constraint and make this line right to click vertical. And let's get rid of this one and few things we can make this symmetric is to one thing we can say, alright, if we measure this line, yeah, but things become, the reason why it become purple is it's redundant constraint. So instead of we give it a constraint, we take that value as a reference. So if you right click, take reference, you see this bracket, okay? And we make this distance, double click, right click, the same as this figure here. So now they perfect symmetric, okay? Now let's exit. So this sketch has been named as the primary cross beam. Enter. Now let's draw a T section, which will be used as a profile to loft through loft along this profile, this central outline of this beam. Okay, so let's make a new sketch. This time I'm going to take this plane normal to this line and same idea of this original point. Click OK, and we're going to do, let's draw a T. Again, once you hover your mouse towards the midpoint of this line, you see this circle change to solid. Okay, now it's vertical. Let's constrain this vertical line to this vertical plane first, horizontal line to this horizontal plane. Oh, okay, great. And then the size. Okay, so this one, if you give it 0.15, this one give it 0.4, no, 0.12. Alright, so this will be the central line of the T section. What we'll then need to do is to make offset. Let's say using offset, this one offset, this one offset down. This dimension here, make it 0.01, bit 0.015, bit more. This dimension here, 0.015, same. You can see here 0.02. Okay, so now we can do is we will turn this line. Oops. Gosh, it will change back. So okay, 0.5, 0.5, 0.02. So this line and this line will be construction, and I will take mirror this line first, central line second, and then mirror again this line first, central line second, and I will trim off this one, this one, this one, and this one, okay? And then take this line, change back to normal geometry. Double click, you can continue to draw the line. Okay, now it's fully enclosed profile. Right, and let's rename it as profile T section of primary beam. Okay, so let's make a solid, name it primary cross beam. Okay, and what next? Okay, next we're gonna make another sketch. for the intermediate vertical bar. As you can see, those vertical bars. Come back. So I'll first make sketch based on this plane. Click OK. Draw vertical line through that point. Okay, so this line need to be constrained to this plane. Coincident. This point will be constrained. Coincident. Okay. And if we exit this one, so let's call it inter vertical bar. And now we're gonna make a change to reference dot one set, and then we're gonna make a rectangular. Make sure I'm recording good. Rectangle pattern. So pick this one. And alright, sorry, I forgot. We're gonna use the distance between this plane and this plane as a parameter to drive the spacing of this horizontal array for this vertical bar. So first of all, we need to measure using this little ruler. Make sure you check this keep measure between this plane and this plane. Click OK. So see that automatically pop out this length dimension. And now we're ready to make an array of that vertical bar. Click this one, follow the prompt, click this object, and spacing, right click edit formula. From this tree, pick directly to the length and then divide it by 8. Click OK. Make this the same 8. This reference element will be the direction where you want the rectangle pattern to be populated. So if you right click, we'll take axis. Click OK. Now this array, this pattern, we need to trim it by this plane. Okay. The way we do it, we pick this first, and then take this split. So that should automatically pop to element to cut. The cutting element will be this plane. You see the orange bit, so you can change either to the top or leave to the bottom part, and then click OK. Make sure you keep all the sub elements. This pattern is still there. See, it's just hidden. And now we can make the split. Alright, so okay, let's do this crossing beam. So there's one tip for one part. If you have something you want to do as symmetric, do the symmetric first and then do the other bit afterwards. Otherwise it will put everything as mirror, create some redundant geometry. Because I'm gonna make this split mirror symmetric to this central plane, so I will do that part first. Check seek mirror content 0.05. I will take selection as this one. Okay, preview, click OK. Next I will do the mirror, which is somewhere, you can drag it out, this one. Click yes, mirror element, the central plane. Okay. Oops. What's going on? Okay. It doesn't like it. Why? Object to mirror feature list. Okay, let's do it the other way. So instead of mirror the solid, we can mirror this split. There's 2 bar to the right hand side. Oh, this one, symmetry. So click symmetry. Reference element will be this plane. Click OK. Keep all element. And oh, this one should be in reference. Okay, so another problem, because I forgot to change back to reference folder, therefore the one created in the solid cannot be moved out of the solid, so I will have to redo that. Right click, change back to the current work object, and then using symmetry, the element we're going to select is this split, pre-select, click, take this plane, click OK. Now keep all elements, and then switch back to here. We're going to do this one, seek mirror, repick, OK. Carry on this one, seek mirror, OK. Now we're going to do a reap. Profile will be this T section profile, curve will be this cross. There's some geometric problems caused by this height, so let's have a look. This sketch 0.12. Alright, see here, it's supposed to be coincident to this point. That's why I cause the problem. Just make sure this geometry is intact, fully enclosed. Okay, now let's redo that reap. Take profile already, curve will be this one, preview, good. Okay, so last thing for this part will be, see that's been hidden. We're gonna take the solid infill. So we use pad, and then we pick. It's already pre-selected. Pre-cross beam preview, and we use mirror. We make it 0.01 preview. Okay, so we see this little recess. Brilliant. And okay, so this one. Then next we're gonna make a solid array. If you go to insert, transform everything here in this section, other operations comply to solid. So we use a rectangle pattern, and spacing, right click, we're gonna link to that parameter called long spacing, 6 meter, click OK. And number as put 5. Reference element will be the direction. Let's take this plane. So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more. Let's take 6. Brilliant. Alright, so primary structure. Then you can change to the perspective, which make it look much better. Okay, I'm gonna pause here and continue to the next session.